How's everybody doing? Back up on the line for another check, second check of the year. Been 3 days since the last check, so I cooled off. I think -10 this morning or whatever. Anyway, I've checked 2 sets already. Nothing, but I'm on my third check here, and we have a Martin. So I'll grab a trap and let's walk in and see what we got. All right, here we go. This one's a pale one. Oh, still lots of bait. So this is kind of a sentimental trap for me because this one is the box I first caught a Martin in last year. So this is Martin number 2 for this box and the first this year. I think it's a small male. Anyway, we'll do a trap here and swap it out. Away we go. Cool, Martin number 3 for the year. Check trap number 3. All right, just came to this set here and just caught a red squirrel. He must have just went in there too because he's still warm. Man, he's a big dog. Anyway, wasn't much bait in there, so I added some grouse guts, touched her up with some Martin, and yeah, on to the next set. Well, we're continuing through the line. Not much action after that red squirrel there. Went through 4 or 5 checks and didn't have anything. So we're a little over half done. But I got this box here that I put on the ground. I caught 2 fisher here last year, and one got eaten. But I do believe I caught the fox that ate him soon after. But anyway, so I put this box on the ground, set it, I don't know, a week and a half ago or something. When I checked last, something was picking at the bait through the back. So I kind of just put some sticks there and relured. And now I have something there. It's covered in snow. I'm hoping it's going to be a mink because I've never caught a mink. So that'll be a new species for me, but I'm going to turn you around and we'll brush it off and see what we got. All right, let's see what it is. This is the best part. It's a critter. Okay. So my set's along this river here. I did see mink here last year, and what I thought was mink tracks along the ice. So I was kind of put it here for mink, but like I said, caught a couple fisher. But you can see here, there's something in the snow. Doesn't look too awfully big. We'll brush it off here and see what it is. Well, I think it is my first mink. Look at that. How cool is that? Look at the white. Beautiful. The mink. Awesome. Going after the grouse. So my first mink. Sweet. Isn't that awesome? All right, I'll gotta go back to the quad and get a trap. I'll get another piece of grouse and we'll bait it up. Awesome. Put that there. Pick up my gloves. Kind of look around the trap here. Looks like there's some sort of animal tracks out on the ice there. Yeah, looks like you can see that. Looks like it was a wolf. See, picking around here. Well, I got 45 wolf snares with me today, and after I check the line here, I'm gonna set them around my bait from last year. So there you go. They're beautiful. I believe they're called North American mink, but definitely mink. So that's a first in the trap line. They say target mink this year, so God bless me with a mink. Anyway, we got the set reset and added a little bit of lure, but just goes to show you how weary them wolves are, right? Like he probably maybe smelt the lure or something and got a little closer, and you can see there, if I can zoom in, like he just was walking in and then he just stopped. He knew something wasn't right and buggered off. So anyway, like I said, hopefully we run into him later on this season. Hanging high. All right, on with the rest of the sets. Hopefully we'll get a little more fur. 3 species. We got a mink, a marten, and a red squirrel. Pretty cool. Just did it the next check here and went to grab my stick and smear the lure around, and geez, little vole popped his head up through one of them holes when I went to grab the stick. Yeah, scared the shit out of me. See if I can find where he went. He just went in the box. Let's see if we can get him to poke his head out. Yeah, see him? Well, when I reached for the stick and that poked up, made me jump. But little bait thief there. Anyway, always something cool in the trap line. Well, we're making our way through the line. This is the 4th last box we got to check. So we caught that mink, and I checked 3 sets after the mink, and now this set here. I never caught one at this set. I just set this up on my last check, so it produced right away a nice dark marten. Pretty pumped. So 2 marten, a mink, and a red squirrel. So 4 pieces of fur. So that's awesome. So I'll turn you around. We'll go take a look at them. This is awesome. Having a good day. Good day. Nice to go back to work on a high note. All right. Still rocking the quad. Not enough snow yet, right? Like if I had a smaller machine that I didn't really care as much about, I'd probably be running her, but a lot of blow down. I don't want to rip my track, and the Honda, old reliable. It's not as fun trapping on the quad, but it is what it is. Anyway, there's the set here, and look at this big. This is a big marten. This is a big boy. Look at that. Like, I'm gonna put it in the box here. Yeah, look at that. Like, I got big hands. He's a toad. He's a toad. Beautiful black, dark marten. Can almost guarantee that it's a male. Oh yeah, she's a male. Or he's a male. Cool throat patch. Like, that's a big marten. Love it. Okay, swap out the traps, rebait, relure, and get them last 3 checked. All right, awesome. Wicked. Brute of a marten. All right, all the traps are checked. We, as you've seen there, we ended up with the 2 marten and the mink and the red squirrel. So, okay, it's noon. The line's checked. Everything's topped up with bait if it needed it, and lured and everything for when I go back to work. But now the plan is here, I'm going to spend the afternoon, the next 2-3 hours, whacking out snares, wolf snares. So this is the wolf bait that I ran last year, that hemmed and hawed and took forever to get it going and stuff. I had a couple close calls, but a lot of mistakes, I think, on my part. And anyway, we're gonna go in here. We'll put out as many snares as we can. I think I got 45 snares. If I get them all out, perfect. Then we'll let it rest while I go to work, and then we'll wait for snow to come. And once I know there's a snow coming, I'll really whack the bait to it. So hopefully my scent will be dissipated by then, and they'll walk through this tight spruce. Anyway, I'll turn you around and kind of give you a little bit more lay of the land. So I came down the hill that way. That's all open country up there. This is down in the river valley. It's got your spruce and poplar. It's really thick. And the river snakes through just in here about 150 yards. And on the other side of this spruce here, there's an opening. That's where the bait was. Then there's thick spruce and then the river. And they were coming through off the river. I could see their trail from up on the top of the hill, how they'd come down the river and they would come in. So I have an idea where some of their trails are from last year. I'll set them and really smash the snares around. And going to be a lot easier going. There's only 4 inches of snow instead of 4 feet like last year. But anyway, there's the arsenal there. Go whole bag of snares. So I'm going to get at it and see how I do here. I'd like to get out of here before dark. Get back to the truck before dark. So I got to work tomorrow. So anyway, let's get hanging. Well, we're getting them out. So if you can see behind me, there's the river. Some cold weather coming, so that'll freeze up. There's one set of wolf tracks just right on the shore here. But like that one by the mink set, they'll run that river once it hardens up. So with the river at my back, I'll just turn you around and show you. Hold on here. Okay, like I said, there's an old set of wolf tracks went down along the river here, but there's the river. Last year, they'd just run this river and they were coming on shore here to go to the bait. So I think it's a good idea that I'm getting in here now because they're not going to come this way for a little bit longer. Give some time for my scent to dissipate. But I pretty much started over this way, snared all the way through to the end of this thick spruce, and then came this way, snared all the way through. So like there's one right there. That one's kind of open, but I got another greasy one over there and stuff. So they might refuse that one and get another one, but we're whacking them out here. We got, say, half of them done. I'm going to go through this thick spruce by the river, and then I'll hook back and hit that other layer of spruce there. The other side is where the bait would be, and then I'll meet up with my other snares there, and we'll call that a day. By that time, she should be pretty thin in the snare bag, so we'll keep at it here. Well, there's 35 wolf snares that are descenting now until maybe about 12 days, 10-12 days before I'll come back. And hopefully there'll be some snow and we'll get the bait to it. But yeah, that's what you want to see right there. All right, now I get to go home. It's gonna take a few hours to get home. And but it was a great day. Great day. 2 marten, mink, red squirrel. Got all my most of my wolf snares out. I got a bunch more, but I'm not really happy with the way they're made, so I'm might remake some. And then I'm gonna put some snares. Sometimes they come from the east, and I know the general area where they go through. So I'm going to put maybe a dozen blind sets through there too. Might catch one or two on the transition maybe. But anyway, hope you guys enjoyed the show here, and let's hope for more fur. Hope everybody's getting fur, good exercise and everything. Anyway, peace. Thank you.